So good day po sa ating lahat and welcome to our pre-recorded video discussion ng CFLM 1, Character Formation, Nationalism and Patriotism. So nandun na tayo sa Module 5, Nationalism and Patriotism. So in this part, we will discuss what is nationalism and what is patriotism and what is the difference between the two concepts. Kasi magkaiba po sila. So when we say nationalism, it is an ideology and movement that promotes the interests of particular nations, especially with the aim of gaining and maintaining the nation's sovereignty over its homeland. So meaning to say, nationalism talks about how we promote our culture, our way of living, our race, yung ating lahi. Kaya nga pag sinabi natin, 'di ba, nation. Okay, ang nation is yung race na kinabibilangan mo. Nationalism holds that each nation should govern itself free from outside interference. So may sovereignty. That a nation is a natural and ideal basis for a polity, and that the nation is the only rightful source of political power. It future aims to build and maintain a single national identity based on shared social characteristics such as culture, language, religion, politics, and belief in a shared singular history, and to promote national unity and solidarity. So ito po yung ating objectives. And then ito yung learning outcomes natin. You can read it. Pero magpo-proceed na tayo dito sa content. When we say nationalism and patriotism, hindi lang siya basta concept na or values na ina-uphold natin. It is embedded in our existing laws and kabilang na rin yung Constitution being the supreme law of the land. So nandun din po ang nationalism and patriotism. Article 2, Section 13 of our Constitution states, ito yung naka-bold, it shall include in the youth patriotism and nationalism and encourage their involvement in public and civic affairs. That's why we have different community activities about youth, 'di ba, na magde-develop ng kanilang nationalism and patriotism. Article 2 Section 17, sinasabi dito po, the state shall give priority to education, science, technology, arts, culture, and sports to foster nationalism and patriotism. Dapat yung education nagtuturo na mahalin ang sariling bayan, mahalin ang lahing Filipino. And it includes itong mga subjects na to that dapat maglilid siya in the service of our country. Okay, ganun, para makamold tayo ng mga bata na mayroong patriotism and nationalism. So Article 14, Section 3, Paragraph 2, ano sinasabi nito? Yung mga educational institutions daw po dapat mag-inculcate ng nationalism and patriotism. So, dako tayo sa definition ng nationalism and patriotism. So when it comes to the definition of nationalism and patriotism, ang nationalism, loyalty and devotion to a nation, especially in a sense of national consciousness. Exalting one nation above all. Parang tinitingala mo yung iyong nation o yung iyong lahi above all. Placing emphasis on promotion of culture, interests, and oppressed. Okay? And then, when it comes to patriotism naman, along with love, patriotism is the feeling of pride, devotion, and attachment to a homeland, as well as feeling of attachment to other patriotic citizens. The feelings of attachment may be further bound up in factors like race or ethnicity, culture, religious beliefs, or history. Ito, sa madalit salita daw, zealous love for one's country. So, may nagtanong, sir, ano po yung difference nila? Dito pa lang sa definition, we will know what is the difference between the two concepts. Kasi ang nationalism more focused on love, pride sa race, sa culture, sa tinatawag nating way of living sa lahi natin. Okay? Well, in patriotism naman, ang focus niya ay yung bansa mismo. So, magkaiba ba yun? Siyempre, magkaiba. Ano sinasabi dito sa module natin? Halimbawa, kapag ang isang bagay ay ginagawa mo dahil proud ka sa iyong dugong dumadaloy sa iyo dahil Filipino, ang tawag natin dun, nationalism. Ngayon, pag patriotism naman, it is your devotion to your country. For example, gagawin ko to para sa sarili kong bansa, para paglingkuran ko ang sarili kong bansa. Dahil alam ko na ito yung responsibilidad ko at ito yung duty ko as a citizen of this country. Magkaiba po yun? Magkaiba yun. Halimbawa, si Juan. Si Juan ay citizen ng bansang Amerika. Pero at the same time, ang mga magulang ni Juan, ang dugong dumadaloy sa kanya, ay Filipino. Pero ipinanganak siya sa Amerika, nandun siya sa Amerika, at ang bansa niya, citizen siya ng Amerika at hindi siya citizen ng bansang Pilipinas. So si Juan, pwede na maging nationalistic. Pero hindi siya pwede maging patriotistic kasi hindi naman siya member ng ating sariling bansa. Although may dugo siyang Pilipino, pero pwede pa rin niya i-celebrate yung pagiging Filipino niya. Included po doon yung tradition, yan. Gusto niyang sayawin yung mga folk dances natin. Yan. So gusto niyang magluto ng mga Filipino dishes. So yun po yung difference between nationalism and patriotism. Okay? So here we can see the different explanation ng pagkakaiba nila. Sabi dito, yung nationalism daw has grown apart, while in patriotism, hindi siya nagbabago. It remains unchanged. Okay? Patriotism is love and devotion to one's country. Nationalism naman, loyalty and devotion to a nation. Okay? Ang patriotism ay bansa, ang nationalism ay lahi. Okay? Next is a somewhat subtle difference between the two words may be found in their modifiers and the ideas to which each is connected. When we examine large bodies of recent texts, we can see that patriotism is more often used in a general sense, often with conjunction such words as bravery, valor, duty, and devotion. So yun yung patriotism, bravery, valor. And then nationalism naman tends to find itself modified by specific movements, the most frequently of a political bent. Okay, ang nationalism daw ay dinedescribe in two phenomena. Number one, attitude that the members of a nation have when they care about their national identity. Yung identity mo as a Filipino, yung pagkakakilanlan in Tagalog. Okay. The action that the members of a nation take when seeking to achieve or sustain self-determination. Okay. So yun po yung ilan sa mga definition natin ng nationalism and patriotism. Dito mahalaga din i-define natin yung social responsibility. Ano po? A social responsibility kasi is when you view that you has a responsibility and obligation to act in the benefit of the society at large. So halimbawa, isang law enforcer na ginagawa yung kanyang tungkulin dahil sa tingin niya, it is his responsibility sa bayan. Tawag natin doon social responsibility. Okay? Na gumagawa tayo at kumikilos tayo para sa sarili nating bayan. And then, we have duties and obligations of Filipino citizens. Here, pwede kaya natin itong i-zoom. Try natin i-zoom. Yan, pwede pala. Okay. So, dito po ay meron tayong duties and obligations of Filipino citizen. And listed lang dito, duty of to respect, honor, and give due accord to his Filipino heritage. So, naka-enumerate lang po. Basahin na lang natin criminology. Next ay define natin who are the citizens of the Philippines. Okay, dalawa po ang pwede natin makonsider na natural na citizens of the Philippines. Those who are natural born at yun naman mga naturalized citizen. May magtatanong, sir, ano po pinagkaiba ng natural born at naturalized citizen? Ang natural born ay wala kang ginawa, naging Filipino ka. Wala kang papers na kinomply. In other words, kung yung batas natin ang pag-uusapan, ang sinasabi dito ay it's either your mother or your father is a Filipino citizen. At kahit saan panig ka ng bansa o ng mundo ipanganak, ikaw ay magiging natural born kung ang isa sa mga magulang mo ay Filipino citizen. Tawag natin dun, natural born Filipinos. Ang naturalized naman ay umundergo ng tinatawag nating naturalization process. When we say naturalization process, it is a process sa court, na ginagrant ng court sa mga alien na gustong mag-apply for Filipino citizenship. Okay. So, both statuses bestow upon the individual certain privileges and exclusive rights, such as the right to vote, to run for public, which may be denied sa mga foreigner. Okay. What is a good Filipino citizen? Okay. Ang good Filipino citizen daw plays an active and intelligent role as a member of the community. Ang sinasabi dito, dapat yung mga duties and responsibilities mo sa government ay nagagawa mo. Dahil ikaw ay mayroong mga values and traits na mga positive such as pagiging respectful, courtesy, and consideration for parents and elders for others. Okay? How to be a good citizen? Paano naman ako kung gusto kong maging mabuting citizen ng ating bansa? Okay. So, may mga values, principles, and ethics tayong pinaniniwalaan na nagde-define kung ang isang citizen ba ay good or not. Okay. All around us, we can see that there are always people in need for our help. So, what does it mean? You be helpful para maging isang good citizen ka. Okay. Important thing we have to remember for being a good citizen is to have an active participation in our community. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka lang basta tumatambay at lahat kumikilos sa iyong community, ikaw wala kang inaambag. So, dapat meron pong inaambag. There are a lot of ways we can do. Okay? And when the election, so yung election, we all know that we can vote for our leaders and that is part of our duties and responsibilities as citizens. Ways to show good citizenship by Marilisa. Tuwing kailan ba natin pwedeng ipakita na tayo ay mabuting citizen? Number 1, good citizen is patriotic. So nabanggit kanina natin yung patriotism. So yung patriotism means na ikaw ay devoted sa iyong sariling bansa. So ito yung mga ways on how to be a devoted citizen of this country, a patriotic citizen of this country. So yung history, you appreciate, you read social studies, you obey rules, you pay your tax, alam mo dapat yung national anthem, fly your country's flag. So ilan ito sa mga pwede nating makita na manifestations kung ang isang tao may patriotism. Okay. At the same time, keep in mind that patriotism should not be confused with nationalism. Nationalism daw, you think of your nation, yung patriotism, you're proud of your country. Okay, so we have model of personal qualities of good citizens. Okay, ano ba yung model nung pagiging isang good citizen? Ay honesty, integrity, responsibility, respectfulness, compassion, kindness, tolerance. Ang tolerance is hinahayaan mo na ipahayag ng isang tao yung kanyang race at kanyang religion. Courtesy, self-discipline, moral courage, love of justice. Next, number 3, a be productive member of society. So, being productive means na ikaw ay may naiambag sa society. It's either ikaw ay empleyado, ikaw ay artist, ikaw ay public servant, ikaw ay caregivers, at in your case, being productive is studying well, pag-aaral ng buti. And then number 4 is be active in your community. So a good citizen is active in their community. They participate in the social life of their city or town. Hindi nyo na alam yung nangyayari sa inyong community. And then, here are some ways to be active in your community. A. Shop locally. Ano sinasabi dito? Yung pagtangkilik sa sariling produkto. B. Attend community events. Okay? Especially yung festivals, yung community theater, yung lahat ng mga bagay na nagde-develop ng harmonious relationship within the community members. And then C. Join a local club. Diba? Yung mga productive organizations natin. Mayroon example dito, running, cycling, kayaking. Pero halimbawa, sa atin dito sa Baler, may mga groups ng sponsored ng Sangguniang Kabataan. Diba? May mga groups na about sports, basketball, volleyball. So, pwede tayo dun sumama. Or even religious organizations, di ba? Kasi, nakaka-develop yan nung character ninyo, ay morals ninyo, at magkakaroon tayo ng generation na well-formed, di ba? Holistically. Here are some ways to better your community. Letter A, participate in community-driven cleanups. Ibig sabihin, mag-participate tayo dun sa mga activities natin, especially ng ating barangay, Sangguniang Kabataan. Ganon. And then, 5, keep yourself well-informed. If you truly love your country, you are well-informed on what is happening in our country. Hindi yung ang mindset is, hindi ko na may makokontrol, hindi ko na lang siya alamin. Or ayoko na malaman, wala akong interest, kasi wala kang pakialam. Diba? So, but being patriotic is knowing what is happening in your country, katulad ng mga problems. Yan. Or, kaya nga, di ba? Kaya nga, sa board exam natin, minsan nalabas yung mga current events. Di ba? So, in 1761, John Adams implied that that one of the reasons to emphasize literacy is that it makes people better citizen. Ito raw yung quote, every man has in politics as well as religion a right to think and speak and act for himself. I must judge for myself, but how can I judge? How can many man judge unless his mind has been opened and enlarged by reading? So mahalaga yung tinatawag nating pagiging wide reader. Next is number 6, be vigilant. A country depends on a well-informed and civic-minded population to safeguard the people's individual freedom and political rights. A good citizen remains vigilant in order to ascertain that the government is doing all of the following. So, ibig sabihin natin ng vigilant saan? Vigilant sa mga nangyayari, especially yung ginagawa ng ating government. Okay? Letter A, meeting its obligation. Yan, nagagawa ba ng government yung mga obligation niya sa taong bayan? B, acting appropriately within its sphere and jurisdiction. Yung mga limitations, powers ng government ay na-exercise ba niya responsibly? C is adhering to the limits of state action. D, to do this, citizen must have the basic skills to be able to assess arguments logically and critically. And E, in addition, if citizen believes that the government is overstepping its bounds or failing in its duties, the citizen must speak up. Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, hindi porket sinasabi mo na mali yung ginagawa ng government, ay kaaway mo na yung government. Diba? For example, may anak ka. Hindi porket sinasabi mong mali yung ginagawa ng anak mo, kaaway mo na yung anak mo. Diba? Same as true with our relationship with the government. Sometimes, dahil nga mga tao lang din yung nanunungkulan sa gobyerno, they can commit mistakes. And we must call those people na nakakommit na mistakes. Yan. So number 7 is participate in your nation's political life. So part of participating do sa political life ng ating bansa, yung pagboto, yan, pag-join sa mga different political organizations. Meron pa nga dito rallies and events. Pero ang mga law enforcers hindi tayo pinapayagan na mag-rally. Alam mo, nasa serbisyo ka na kasi katulad nung binanggit natin nung mga nakarang meeting, ang good law enforcer is non-partisan. Walang pinapanigan na in his service. Although pwede rin naman siya maniwala kung anong gusto niyang paniwalaan, pero as a public servant, non-partisan. 8 is be a mentor. So part of being a mentor, syempre dapat magaling ka rin dun sa craft na tinahak mo. For example, ikaw, gusto mong maging mahusay na law enforcer. So magiging mentor ka dapat someday dun sa mga new law enforcers or even dun sa mga students that wants to become a law enforcer. Okay, next is be well-rounded. Okay? Be well-rounded means hindi ka lang basta matalino as a citizen. So dapat ikaw din ay healthy kasi ani naman natin yung matalinong mga tao kung hindi naman sila healthy. And ganun din, di ba? Lalo na kayo kapag kayo ay law enforcers. Okay? So dapat well-rounded individual. May mga technical skills kayo, mga different skills that can be used sa inyong own craft. Okay? Here are some qualities of a well-rounded person. Letter A, dapat daw well-read. Okay? Cultured. Ano ibig sabihin natin ng cultured? Ibig sabihin is you have the ability to respect culture and to appreciate your own culture. And then, well-educated din. So what do we mean by well-educated? So pagiging well-educated is nag-aral ka na mabuti, and then may degree ka. Sabi nila, mas importante, diskarte o degree? So syempre kinakailangan natin ng degree kasi there are certain skills that we can learn by means of enrolling in a university or a college, and at the same time, at the end noon, mag-attain ka ng diploma. And develop not only mental faculties but also their emotional, physical, and spiritual faculties. 10 is order your corner of the world. Okay? Your home is a microscope of your country. If you want to live in a clean, healthy, prosperous, happy nation, start by creating these circumstances at home. Ibig sabihin, gawin mo raw yung mga gusto mo makita sa iyong bansa, sa iyong sariling bahay. Okay, sa iyong sariling bahay. Parang may story akong natandaan yung about kay Mother Teresa. Tinanong siya ng reporter, how do you change the world? Ang sabi ni Mother Teresa, go home and love your family. Dun sa reporter. Sabi niya, sabi kasi ng reporter, how can I change the world? Ako ay reporter lang. Diba? Go home and love your family. So, Chinese philosopher Confucius once said the following, to put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. Kaya maganda ngayon, babalik yung mga GMRC sa mga bata. Para hindi tayo nagsisimula dun sa wider Philippines but dun sa mga maliliit mismo, dun sa mga bata mismo when it comes to good manners and right conduct. Do things like the following. Okay, ano-ano yung mga pwede mong gawin. O ito yung mga pwede natin gawin when it comes to being a well-rounded individual, and at the same time yung gusto natin makita ng pagbabago sa ating society, makita rin natin sa atin. Dapat maging healthy, mag-budget, huwag tayong mabaon sa utang, pay your bills on time, huwag tayong mag-waste ng electricity or water, mag-recycle tayo. So yan. Okay, so we will end here dito sa Filipino values. So next meeting we will discuss itong module pa natin, and then mag-start tayo sa Filipino values. Yun nga lang, ang natin sana is mag-advance reading po tayo and then magbasa tayo, since may module tayo, and then yung mga dinidiscuss lang naman natin is yung highlight lang, kaya mas maganda magbasa pa rin tayo and then i-highlight natin yung mga nababasa po natin, i-notes natin. Okay? So, yun lang, and see you sa next schedule ng face to face.